EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Down. Goddard, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
Think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are. Awareness, tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And this one's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They'll run on first down. Goddard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Goddard. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Carried by number 33. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Goddard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 9. At the Bengals' 26-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Goddard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
One off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands and blood. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
One will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got a man open, it's Ross. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. Boyd's the target, and he hands it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Raiders 10, Bengals nothing.
On 2nd down, Goddard, and they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Goddard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. They will find Waller. That's complete. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Bengals nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish. Okay. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Cincinnati.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Goddard, and he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
At the 28-yard line.
A first down throw for Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 2nd down now, Goddard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd down, Goddard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the gun, Mariota. And that is going to be incomplete. The Raiders trying on third down, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back.
On down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into long gone that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that is incomplete.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Third down, Trubisky. And they're able to get get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Trubisky to throw again. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. They're only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jacobs now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Mariota flush to his right. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Goddard. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. We have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Mariota to throw it. Trying to get to Woods, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Mariota. Goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Ross on the return. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play action. Now Trubisky. There's a short one caught by Uzama. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st down.
So one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
21-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
3-yard line.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Goddard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, Goddard, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Mariota. And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jacobs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's up and good.
That ties the game 24-24.
Nothing set. It's 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a throw here to his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Bengals 31. Raiders.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On first down, Goddard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd and 1, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. 1st down, Mariota. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota from the out route, incomplete. That's Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Reception here by Ruggs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mariota to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
Matthew McCrane.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. This will make it into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Cincinnati, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.